What's up, wrestling fans? My name is Aaliyah Valenti. We continue the road to WrestleMania, and we are one stop away from the Elimination Chamber. This is the SmackDown Rundown. Let's get into it. So we know that 2 weeks ago that Drew McIntyre got involved in a triple threat qualifying match between Jacob Fatu, Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes. Cody came out with the W, but Jacob is none too pleased. He went to tell Cody that, hey, you know, if Drew wasn't involved, I still would have won. You know it, and I know it. I think he would have won too. But here's the thing. I still don't think that Drew McIntyre attacked Jacob Fatu. I don't. I think Cody Rhodes is playing a face. He's trying to play like he's the good guy. And we all know he's not. If you know Cody, we all know Cody is not the good guy at all. But Drew McIntyre still did not say, hey, I didn't do it. He's not saying anything at all. He's just saying the whole world is against me. So it makes me wonder, being that he's not really defending himself, did he really attack Jacob Fatu? Ilya Dragunov was hyping up Carmelo Hayes right before his triple threat Elimination Chamber qualifying match against Trick Williams and Damian Priest. But he told Carmelo, you won't be going into WrestleMania as the United States champion. But why did he say that? I think their friendly competition is almost over because we all know a few weeks ago there was a 10-tag match. And, you know, Carmelo said, I planned on walking out with this championship, meaning the U.S. championship, because he was supposed to have a match against Ilya Dragunov. He says, but I planned to walk out with 2 titles when the MFT interrupted them. And, you know, Ilya looked like, wait a minute, what are you talking about, too? You know, because Carmelo's like, I am him. I'm him. So, of course, I can beat you and be tag team champion, too. So I don't think Ilya took too kind to that. And, you know, that slap on the neck was kind of crazy. But, you know, he did what he did. And then we move into the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, taking on Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga has defeated the Mad Dragon, which I'm extremely excited because we know he is one step closer to becoming the United States champion. And to know me is to know I love Tama Tonga. So I hope that one day he is the United States champion. And then here comes Shinsuke Nakamura. He tells Tama Tonga, will you always be in Solo's shadow? Solo has led you into a war where you are nothing more than a soldier. And he tells him he's being held back from becoming his own man. Now, will this start to cause a rift in between Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga in the coming weeks? Because, you know, I feel like Solo Sikoa, he has his own thing. Like, he wants to be the only one who is the leader of the family. And the championship will show who is the true leader of the family tree. And that will be Tama Tonga, because he who holds the gold holds the throne. We hear from the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill. She says it doesn't matter who's walking out the chamber. She is still that girl. But then Charlotte interrupts her because apparently Charlotte doesn't think so. She walks past her with no regret because, you know, she is a 14-time Women's Champion and she has nothing else left to prove. But Jade Cargill did not take too kindly to that. She's just like, hey, look at me. Look at me. I am the champion. You will acknowledge me as such. We roll into another triple threat Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Nia Jax versus Kiana James versus Charlotte Flair. Now, me personally, I thought that the Queen, Charlotte Flair, was going to win and head into Elimination Chamber, but that is not the case. Kiana James pulled off a major upset, pinning the 14-time Women's Champion and future WWE Hall of Famer, Charlotte Flair. She is heading to the Elimination Chamber. Can she pull off another upset and win the Elimination Chamber? Congratulations to Kiana James. But now I think that's going to cause a rift in between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Alexa Bliss is in the Elimination Chamber and Charlotte Flair is not. I don't think that's good right now for Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair wants to be a champion. And she keeps saying she's fine, she's fine. I do not think that Charlotte Flair is fine. It's only a matter of time until this friendship is no more. So, a few weeks ago, Kit Wilson had some choice words he wrote down about Mr. Obafemi, the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war. And Nick Aldis, being a troublemaker, read it off to him. You know, he called him insecure, called him a clown. And Obafemi was not happy about that. He wanted to discuss his feelings with Kit Wilson inside the ring on Friday. And that didn't go well. It started off good. It started off really good, you know. Kit Wilson read him a poem saying, you know, Oba's a changed man. You know, Oba's a teddy bear. Yeah, teddy bear. He said Oba's a teddy bear. And then Oba said, read me another one. So Kit says, hey, you know, I don't have another one. And then he said, read. Honestly, if I was Kit Wilson, I would have started reading in every language that is made in this land. Any possible language you could ever think of. What do you want me to read, Mr. Oba? And, you know, thank God that Kit started to read and he read fast. But I do not think that Obafemi liked this poem because, you know, it wasn't really lifting up Obafemi, you know. It started off good in the first half. It didn't end well. And Obafemi won that match. And Kit Wilson, don't read any more poems, please. You're great. I don't want to see you get hurt like that ever again in my life. I don't like it. But then is Kit to blame? Obafemi told him to read. So how is Kit to blame? Why is Kit getting thrown up into yonder when he did nothing wrong? But, you know, what the ruler wants, the ruler gets. Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is going to absolutely lose his mind. I'm sure of it. Cody Rhodes, you know, he is a real piece of work. He is trying to tell him, you know, it's your fault you didn't win the WWE Championship. And okay, whatever. But, you know, Sammy's like, I was trying to help you and you took the pin. And then Cody's just like, you know, I took the opportunity. Which he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. The thing is, Cody is always trying to shift the blame to someone else. Again, adding layers as to why he is the bad guy and he is no one's friend and no one's listening to me. Cody Rhodes is no one's friend. Sami Zayn tried to help. Cody Rhodes blamed Sami Zayn for trying to be a good friend. And that's who Cody Rhodes is, apparently. Also, why is Cody Rhodes blaming Jacob Fatu for, you know, losing his championship in a 3 Stages of Hell match? How is that Jacob's fault? Now, my mind would tell me, hey, you know, if my op is on the ground getting stomped out, why not help stomp him out and leave the cage? He could have won. He could have won. But, you know, whatever. Again, let's keep blaming people. Let's keep blaming people, even though he could have helped. There's no reason why he should have went after Jacob Fatu, pulled him back, and started, you know, fighting him when he's helping you fight the op. So how is that anybody else's fault but Cody's? Someone help me understand. But anyway, not unless Cody Rhodes was in complete shock that Jacob Fatu came back after he did that brutal takedown of the Samoan werewolf. And then he's just like, oh my gosh, whoa, he's actually back. And he's coming to kick my butt. But Jacob thinks it's Drew. But Cody knows it's him. So he said, I got to take him out again. Because he's not going to come after me. Because I know he's going to beat me down. Cody says that Sami Zayn is getting in his own way. And that's why he is not champion yet. Whoa, we're supposed to be friends and you're saying that to me? But whatever, Mr. Nightmare, whatever. And then you have Trick Williams and he says something interesting. With friends like Cody, who needs enemies? And then Sami goes on to apologize to Cody Rhodes, and I don't know why he's apologizing, but that's the man that Sami is. Good guy, Sami. Let me go apologize. Or is it all a strategy? Remember, he told Roman Reigns, I'm the master strategist. I don't think that Sami was actually sincere in his apology. He just said that, and he's thinking up something that he's going to get Cody back for what he said to him. And Cody might be the person that makes Sami spiral downwards, even more than Trick Williams. Trick Williams, Mr. Whoop That, 1-800-Whoop That. He went against Carmelo Hayes, that's right, Trick Mello Gang, and Damian Priest in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And he picked up the win. Mr. Whoop That is headed to the Elimination Chamber. Now, I thought that Sami Zayn was going to go out and cost him, but he didn't. Trick came out with a clean victory. The Hardcore Princess, Michin and B-Fab, they are back, and they are going after Jade Cargill. They are sick and tired of Jade Cargill running roughshod all over the women's division. So they approached her. I think that Mia Yim should go after the Women's Championship. I have wanted for so long for her to be champion. Mia Yim is a fantastic athlete, and she's really tough too. And she has been trying to chase gold for a long time in her WWE career. So will this finally be her moment? We had an amazing match with Rhea Ripley and Julia. It was supposed to be Io Sky and Julia, but Io Sky was not able to compete, so we had Rhea Ripley versus Julia. Either way, still an amazing match, but it ended in no contest. You know why? Because Nia Jax and Lash Legend interrupted, and they have a match next week for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Randy Orton and Aleister Black. Aleister Black is trying to get into Randy's head. He is trying to get the old Randy, the Randy that made people wake up with headaches. And Randy's just like, you know what? You're not going to get that person. But Aleister is going to make it his business to get that Randy Orton out of him. Bald Randy Orton. 2009 Randy Orton. Maniacal Randy Orton. Who I personally want to see back in the WWE because, whoa, we haven't seen that man in a long time. And raise your hand if you want to see him. I know I do. I think that Aleister Black will be successful in going deeper and deeper into Randy's mind and making him lose it until that Randy Orton comes back. They had a match which ended with Drew McIntyre getting involved. Now, he and Randy Orton already had an issue from before, but I think he attacked Randy Orton to get deeper into Cody Rhodes' mind because Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton are friends. There is so much happening on the road to WrestleMania. My name is Aaliyah Valencia. Let me know what you thought about the show. Let me know your favorite moments, what you think is going to happen between the superstars, what drama you would like to see unfold. My name is Aaliyah Valencia. This has been your SmackDown Rundown. Remember, there's hope in tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.